right. Welcome. We are continuing our epic Tales of Telomere. And here we have our group of friends that are staying at the inn currently. So they found out yesterday that there was quite a bit of info at the menagerie. And then, realized the menagerie isn't as friendly to non-humans as it should be. And we also discovered that Keller was his last name. And in fact, his first name is Ralt.
Helen.
Ah, yes. Back to the memorable quotes. Helen. So that's where we have left off. It is morning. You have your information. You have met with the Humboldts, Adello, and Melissa. So what is it you guys will do today? I sincerely hope you guys are keeping notes.
Remember there was
I am not taking
talk
notes.
of potentially going and giving back what's his name's tool belt.
Dorian.
Sure, that's it.
Which was...
There's a reason I remember that.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. That was a coincidence, damn it. Okay, so that's one of the options you guys have. There was information...
Investigate further into possibly someone being a vampire.
There was information that could have been a thing. There could have been a thing for people who came by. They were very mysterious. It could have been a thing that somebody could, in fact, be a vampire from what some people expected. And it could be a thing that tracking skills mean nothing to a tool belt.
We could always go search for Jessica, and Jessica again.
There's also that big old cloud of magic over the town.
Oh yeah, the necrotic and radiant magic.
And arcane, I believe. Which covers most of the magic, honestly. So you all convene downstairs at a table at the Golden Beak. Red and Indigo are, just chillin', being birds. Juliet is currently manning the bar, and Jules is the one who is wait staff, essentially.
Bar wenching.
Yes, he is bar wenching. You guys have breakfast, of course. What will you be doing?
Well, we have a few leads to go off of now. So it's just a matter of picking which direction we're going to head and look.
Agreed.
Mercer would also like to just go to the general store first real quick. Whenever it's open.
Where is my list of when things are open? It would be open, correct, yes.
Oh, so while we're having breakfast, it's open?
Yes. It is open very early in the morning.
So he's just gonna, while everyone's still finishing up the breakfast, he's just gonna head into the general store real quick, be back in a few minutes.
Don't get stolen by vampires.
Okay, if we go to reference items and click on our little map, the general store is across the street from the general goods. Oh my god. The inn is across the street from the general store. There we go. thought I said that weird.
I thought it was going to be like a Starbucks across from a Starbucks type situation.
It's got to be on both corners, you know.
No, so you got the general store on one side, like CVS, and the general goods on the other side, like Walgreens.
That
Yeah.
is the best way to do it. CVS is open 24/7, then Walgreens, psh, got your own freaking timetable. Anyways, so Mercer is going to go to the general goods store. What are you guys doing?
What lead should we follow first? I mean,
The easiest but least important would be just returning that tool belt. But obviously, there's far more important things that we have to be doing. We still have yet to be able to visit the Humboldt Manor, and there's still a lot of mystery surrounding that area near the graveyard.
everything you said is true, yes. And to reiterate, we decided not to question the apprentice.
I don't think we're going to get anything else out of him.
He was very
Yeah.
insistent about having a picnic and going for a walk, and that there was a graveyard.
Then yes, I guess we can just give him back his tool belt. It's fine. Makes sense.
I mean, we don't even have to do that. It's just a nicety.
I mean, yeah. It's on you. I follow the plan.
Alright, so
You were all very groggy this morning.
what exactly are you guys going to do? You have stated many an option.
I'm trying
Well,
to figure
we're
out what. Well, I'm trying to figure out what everyone else wants to do.
I think me and Luciano are trying to wake up the rest of the party.
Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey.
So that would be Helio and Bunny. Maya.
I'm still deciding.
I do believe she is muted, so.
Ah yes, she is muted. I didn't do it, so it's on her. While our good friends here are deciding upon what they would like to do, let's look at Mercer going to the general goods store. Mercer, you are going to the general goods store, correct?
Yes.
And leaving them alone?
Yeah, but it's gonna be just a quick trip. Pick up a few tiny things.
Okay, so it's just this unassuming structure. It's got, you know, a little window front. It's general goods on the top. It's just, you know, John's General Goods.
I thought that one was the general store.
Whatever. It's the same damn thing. Let's be honest here. General store, general goods. It says John's General Goods and store on it. So you walk in, and then there's this unassuming elderly man. He's just, you know, it looks like he's been running it for a while. This is like his baby after retirement. It's a real easy job for him. There's, you know, rows of goods and aisleways and everything, and he's just standing there by his little cash box, just being happy. Well, hello there. can I help you? And he adjusts his glasses. Young sir.
Good morning. Mercer's just gonna give him a small little smile. You wouldn't happen to have any sewing needles and thread in stock, would you?
Sewing needles and thread. Yes, that would be aisle 7.
Thank you very much. And with that, he's gonna go over to aisle 7 and peruse the sewing needles and thread. Not really looking for any specific color of thread or anything, just a good sturdy looking thread, I guess.
There's a couple of different ones. There's twine, fishing line, white thread, embroidery thread, black thread, blue, purple, yellow, the whole shebang. And then there's like different kinds of needles, thick to thin.
He's probably gonna pick up some brown thread and like a pretty sturdy looking needle, something that would be able to punch through coat fabric.
Okay. So you're going to get that and you bring it up. How many spools of thread are you getting? Just the one?
Just the one, yeah.
You hold it up and show him. Well, let's see. Oh, okay, that would be 7 copper.
What? Side note: what's the money conversions like?
So 1 gold is 10 silver. 1 silver is 10 copper.
Okay, cool. So that was how many copper?
7.
7. Okay. Yep.
It's a pretty cheap item.
Yeah. Mercer's just gonna hand over the copper. Another small smile as he takes his things. Thank you very much. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you for coming in, and good morning. If you need anything, John's General Goods and Store is here.
I'll keep that in mind. And with that, he's gonna head back to the inn where everyone else is, and then, give everybody like a wave from it before going upstairs.
So he gives y'all a wave, just like, sup, and then leaves. While you guys are conversing about what you will next do. I'm gonna have a, frickin' sugar high after all the shit I've been eating.
Mood.
Like I just put into voice text, Helio would probably say it'd be a good idea to ask about the mystery people, since that's kind of an avenue we haven't explored yet.
Yeah, I agree. That would be a good, find out who they were, where they went, etc. Maybe we can either find them or find out about them.
It would be nice if
As we make our way across town towards the Humboldt Manor, we could inquire as we go along.
2 birds with 1 stone. I like it. Let's do it.
Now, you still have all your clothes and costumes from when you're at the menagerie, and you guys have noticed that when you wore them, you weren't getting any funny looks or anything. So, just a heads up.
That's another avenue. We could, considering they were a bit ostentatious, some of them, we could also potentially use them as an excuse to visit Miss Petunia, return them, and ask her questions. Or we could just wear them.
Could just wear them.
I'd say wearing them would probably be a good idea if it'll keep people off our back.
Well, here's the thing. Is the menagerie still going on, or was it just the one night thing?
It's a long kind of event. It's kind of like Kind of like when a circus would come to town or a festival. It's that kind of thing.
So like a few days or a week or something like that.
Yeah, just about. Probably about a week. Maybe 2.
Okay.
Yield EDC.
Alright. So, there you go.
In that case, we can still wear them. But if we ever needed to talk to Miss Petunia, they're a good excuse because we could thank her for them. Probably don't need to talk to her again, but good to keep in our back pocket.
Okay. Y'all keep throwing out, like, avenues and not deciding.
Well, I think we decided on the going to the Humboldt Manor. We'll be dressed up so to blend in, as you suggested. And then on the way there, we'll take some time in the middle of town to ask around about the strangers that came through, because why not do?
Yeah, the whole clothing piece is kind of a circular thought process. So we're still in the same trajectory.
Yeah, that was more of just like keep that in the back burner.
By you guys getting, like, this kind of idea in your head, Mercer has rejoined you guys. Are you guys going to go get dressed, though?
Yeah, may as well.
Okay.
Most definitely.
Luciano, I want you to roll religion.
Nat 20, so it's a 22.
Whoo, boy! So as you're getting dressed, you pick up your mirror, see, make sure that, you've got all your clothes right and it looks pristine, not a thread out of place. Then you look and your hair looks amazing, and you see that you remember the makeup from when you were last wearing these clothes, and you can see yourself wearing the makeup, and you're looking and you're nodding your head like this looks good. Then you realize that you didn't put on any makeup, and you put the mirror down, and you pick it back up again, and you're still wearing makeup. So when you rejoin everyone, your makeup is still there.
Holy shit.
Sadly, folks, something just came up, so I have to bow out for right now.
Oh.
So I may or may not return. I apologize to all. Don't die to vampire.
Okay, so everyone's meeting up again, so I guess Maya will join them. She's cleaned up.
Rip. Zosa left. Now we have Maya.
Real quick, I do want to see if I can find another reflective surface to see if he's actually wearing the makeup or if it's just like that one mirror.
Oh yeah, no, you're actually wearing makeup.
Holy shit.
So you guys have grouped together and decided to go out, and where are you headed? Are you going to see Miss Petunia? Are you just going to mill about in the menagerie? Are you going to return the tool belt? Like,
What we were talking about was heading in the general direction of Humboldt Manor, but taking our time on the way so we can ask about those strangers that came through.
Okay.
Sounds like a good plan.
So you're walking in that general direction. Are you just asking whoever's there?
I think probably since we have to pass through that area in the center of town, we'll probably be looking. Probably a good idea to look for people that are like milling about, having conversations, and just kind of try and casually chat with people, and then eventually bring it up and kind of question.
Okay, so you're go to the fountain, and you're just kind of standing there. It's kind of early in the morning, so there's a few people around. They look mostly commoners. There's some that look a little bit nicer. Ooh, shit. Okay. So, what are you guys gonna do about that?
I think we should look for people who are just, casually having a conversation and try and, join their conversation, so it's not weird or anything.
Perception. Who the fuck is calling me? I don't give a shit. Somebody was calling me, so. What do y'all
Fucking
see?
I see shit.
Luciano's
Classic Luciano.
Yeah. Too engrossed in that makeup there, buddy. Anybody else? Anybody else? Oh, Jesus.
I'll roll.
The worst part is I got a nat 20 the first time.
Ooh, boy. That sucks, but... Okay, Maya, are you rolling?
Yeah, I'm rolling perception.
Okay. Tell me what you get when you're done. Well, alright then. Luciano, you are taken by that, the shit that went on your face, the makeup. Mercer, it's kind of still too bright in the morning. You haven't woken up yet. Helio, you do see a couple of chatting people. There is this couple on a bench, just kind of people watching. There are these two ladies also milling about with their coffee. And there's a guy kind of talking with a little boy, which you can assume is his son. And the boy is eating one of those giant soft pretzels, and the dad has a drink in his hand.
All right, I think he's gonna kind of point out the two ladies to everyone and start walking over in that general direction. Kind of like they were just having a conversation, but he's also obviously trying to get someone else to talk about it because he knows he's not good at talking to people.
Maya, you notice this.
She notices what?
You notice that Helio's kind of just moving over to some people that were talking together.
She's gonna follow.
All right.
You'll have to drag the others along.
Yeah, the other two idiots are completely not paying attention.
I was thinking before he left, he would kind of I'm trying to think of how to put it. He would kind of do a little elbow and just point over to him.
And you're going to chat with the two ladies?
Yes.
Okay. just because I can. As you get closer, you hear a familiar voice. Only one of them sounds familiar. The other one you can't really place. But you recognize Jessica.
Which Jessica?
Jessica!
Okay, thanks.
Okay, so Jessica is talking with another young woman, and you get close. Jessica! Yes, that Jessica. As you get close, you recognize Jessica, and the other woman is slightly older, maybe by like 2 or 3 years, but you can tell. Her hair is bobbed, and she looks quite high class. They're just chatting. Are you going to try to overhear her, or are you going to just stand there?
He's gonna try to overhear.
Okay, so you're milling about, milling, whatever. Roll perception, please. Milling about, yeah, that's what it is.
15.
Okay. They're talking about what they saw at the menagerie the other day. How there was a very cute boy there with just ostentatious makeup. One of them says that they would jump that person. The other one kind of giggles. Then they move on to talk about their latest studies, how they're, failing one of their classes, but the rest are fine. And then they're talking about coffee.
I think when they mentioned their studies, he would kind of like perk up, like he just heard about it, and say, "Oh yes, I've been what am I gonna? How am I gonna put this? I've been having some trouble with my studies as well. History can be a little challenging sometimes."
Oh my god, yes. Wait, weren't you at the menagerie the other day? Is the purple one your friend? Oh my god. Jessica, you need to calm down and just keep it together. Well, hello. Can we help you?
Okay, so just a real quick question, because Helio would remember, but I wouldn't. What was weird about the people who'd come into town again?
What was it? 4 people when they have 5 horses? Was it?
Okay, yeah.
They looked pretty banged up, but they're nobles. They also looked like nobles and, like very rich horses from the city. That they stayed for a length of time, and then you guys came in, and they left like 2 days or something before.
All right. So before that, he would say, trying to think. It's tricky because I'm trying to think of what exactly he would talk about.
He is very awkward.
True. He would say, "Oh, I was just looking to make some conversation with some people, and you both seem like fairly uh, some two nice ladies, so I just thought that I would come over and talk to you."
Oh, well, thank you for realizing that. I'm, Karen. Nice to meet you. And you are?
So are we just having Facebook mom names be things that are happening now? Is
Apparently.
that it?
I just have a list of names and I keep going down them and it's just Jessica and then Karen.
That's the only two names.
After the whole Jessica
That's-
incident, I just have a list now.
It's just
That is
different.
the like whole mystery of this town. It's not vampires. It's just everyone's either named Jessica or Karen.
And they're all spelled in increasingly strange ways. The alpha
Like-
ones are the ones that are spelled normal. But no, he would say, "Oh, my name's Heliotrope. Nice to meet you."
Oh, heliotrope. That's very exotic.
Thank you. My friends usually call me Helio.
Helio, huh? I like that. Oh my god, isn't it? Isn't he like the cutest? He's like purple. Oh my gosh, Jessica.
So since Luciano did notice this after all, he also would have gone over and, been like, "Oh, it's so good to see you again. How have you been?" And, laying on the charm and all.
And that's all my soda. Anyways, at that point, Jessica just kind of sees him and her eyes go a little wider and she just like tries to elbow Karen a little bit like, this is him. This is him. Oh my god, this is him. Hello, Luciano.
Are they saying that to exactly?
To Luciano.
They're still in the inn, right?
No, they're out in the courtyard by the fountain.
Just them, or is it everyone?
Everyone.
Okay.
So, yeah, so Jessica is now speaking to Luciano.
So of course he's gonna, just small talk, just "How have you been? I hope you've been well," that sort of thing, just to start off.
I have been perfect. I mean, I had some great dreams. Karen's just got, like, rubbing her temple. I am so sorry for her. Helio, was it? What were you speaking about, dear?
Oh, well, give me one sec. Well, I actually have a question to ask. I heard about some sort of a rumor recently that someone had come into town and it was a group of people and they had there were four of them, but there were five horses.
Oh, yes, those folk, they were like, they were kind of weird. Like that is weird to me. Okay? And if I were them, I would like have talked to their manager and, give them an appropriate like ride instead of having a fifth horse because I think that is unacceptable and rude to the animal.
Manager? Were they some sort of band or something?
I don't know, but they had to have had a manager if they were going to. I can't, I'm sorry. They had to have if they were coming over here because I wouldn't have just come here on a whim. There has to be a reason. Do you know what I mean? Because this is a beautiful town. Okay? This is a beautiful town and it needs to be respected.
He's just kind of got a confused look because he does not know what she means at all. He just goes, I see. I suppose I see what you mean. I mean, this is a beautiful town. I just don't see why that would be uh so wrong of them.
Well, one, they are not treating that animal correctly if they came in here and meant to come with four people with five horses, okay? I mean, the horse wasn't exactly like bogged down or anything. In fact, it kind of looked like, there was supposed to be a fifth person, but where's their fifth person? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you have a fifth horse if you have 4 people?
Well, sometimes tragedy does strike on the road, so it's possible that something unfortunate happens.
Like what? These are safe roads, okay?
He kind of like winces thinking about people that he's known in the past, and he says, "Not as safe as one may think sometimes."
Well, they're safe enough. We don't need a night guard anymore.
He kind of raises an eyebrow at that and says, "Isn't there a night guard though?"
Well, yeah, that would be Keller, but we don't need, like, more than him.
I see. All right.
He was a
He must,
great manager, but we didn't need all these people, and I'm not going to pay for all these people if I don't need them.
he must be very good at his job then, if he's the only one that you need.
Oh, yeah, he's the only one we need. Why would we need more if nothing is going on? That would just be a waste of money, and I'd have to see their manager.
Okay, I see what you're doing now. I'm a dumb thought. See,
Her name is Karen.
I didn't think about it at first because I thought, yeah, it's just okay, whatever. And now I'm like, oh, okay.
Got that haircut.
She has a short bob and looks young, but not too young.
When she says that, he kind of has like a he raises an eyebrow and says, "Not everyone has a manager looking over them."
Yeah, because they are the manager.
I'm not sure that's how it works.
Don't worry, sweetie. You still have some growing up to do.
At that, he's just gonna kind of because he can tell this is gonna go nowhere if he keeps trying to argue about it. So he's gonna go, "All right, I'll try to learn then."
You are such a nice young man.
Well, I try my best.
Now we're going to go to Jessica and Luciano. And she is fawning.
Jessica
over-
wants to get boned down by the blue tiefling.
She wants to jump on purple.
She's horny for the perp.
Apparently.
She is going to climb that.
Is she, though? Probably.
Maybe. We'll see. Depends if you can go with the charm or not. Anyways, Luciano, are you coming back to the menagerie?
I would very much like to. I had a very enjoyable time. I especially enjoyed your company.
And she just kind of blushes.
Luciano, why are you so horny?
He's playing it.
Because he's my character.
This is true. You don't even know.
No, Bunny knows.
Oh, okay. Victor. Anyways. So, do you, need a date to go?
Are you offering to accompany me? I'm honored.
Well, I mean, if you don't have anyone to go with you, I am free.
It would be an absolute delight.
She just kind of claps her hands and goes, "Eee!" And when are you free?
Well, we do have some errands to run this morning, but perhaps a little later this evening.
Oh, of course, of course. Karen, give me a notepad. Okay, fine. She pulls out a notepad from her purse and hands it to Jessica. Okay, here you go. And then she rips off a paper and gives it to Luciano. And that's my address, and you can just come by and pick me up.
I look forward to it.
Okay. Oh, Karen, come on, let's go. I need to do my nails. You just did your nails. No, I need to do them again. I'll pay for your pedicure. Okay, I'm in.
Maya has her hand over her mouth and she's very clearly trying to stifle her own laughter. She's just like looking. She had to look away. Looks like somebody's got a fan club.
Yeah, you can roll if Mercer paid attention to any of that shit. It was a wild experience playing a Karen and a Jessica.
Yeah, I'll bet.
I'll pay for your pedicure.
I'm in.
Karen sounds like a goth, and I don't know why.
Mercer didn't hear shit.
Yeah.
He just passed out.
You're like, you've got like a headache. You notice that they went over there and you're going over there, but very kind of slowly.
Eyelashes.
We do that in the other campaign. Like, if you roll a 1 and you're a beast man, you notice that you're a bird. You notice that you're an alligator. It's great.
Maya's just like looking over at Mercer and then back at Luciano and then to Mercer again. She's just like, good lord.
And Helio's over there, even though he's like the most awkward of everyone here with the most information.
He's a little purple boy.
He was honestly kind of regretting that he even came over there because it's just like, oh my lord.
Yeah, Helio and Zosa are the competent ones.
Seriously. Okay, what did Bunny say?
Sorry, what?
Oh, I heard him say he regrets bringing him over there, and I'm like, yeah, just think if he had stayed, she could have had a threesome with Luciano and Helio.
Oh my fucking god.
I don't think he would be able to. He would barely know what to do with one person.
Fucking Helio, like, what do I do with this shit? Smacks vagina.
Oh my god!
It's like, why do you have a hole? Like, what is this? Are you okay? We should see a doctor.
Okay, he definitely knows what to do, but he doesn't know how to go about it, I guess. Just like this is okay.
I hear some humans put on music to set the mood. Let the body sit the floor.
I thought you were gonna go with the Rickroll first. Okay.
Nah,
So-
you could bone to a Rickroll. I don't know anyone who could fuck to let the body sit the floor unless they just like went ape.
Raise his hand.
I feel like Sam could.
Yeah. There's a lot of things I could bone to. Anyways. Because this is the kind of thing we run. Holy shit. Free snow. Anyways, so you have now that information that it was weird and the place is safe safe enough that they have no real need for a guard. That's why it's weird that somebody came in, beat up, and with, missing a rider. All right, guys, let's not any more about the I boned to this.
All right.
Yeah, we already have a winner. So, we could continue asking around town, or we could continue on to the Humboldt Manor.
Bring it around town.
You guys also have the address to just a noble girl, so be aware of that too.
Oh yes, Luciano is keeping hold of that because networking.
Sure, let's call it that. Anyways,
Helio would definitely be ready to just go to the manor now, because I imagine he'd be pretty exasperated after that.
Well, whatever you guys are doing, you're gonna have to drag along my idiot son, because he's just sort of entirely zoned out, I guess.
Maya puts her hand on his shoulder to guide him as they walk.
That is much appreciated.
okay. Evens, you're completely fine. You know what's going on. Odds, you are sun blind. Evens, alright. You are aware of your surroundings. You're still, like, a little dazed, but you're aware. And you see your compatriots. And you guys are walking through the noble district. Through the areas with the estates and everything. You guys are dressed up currently. So nobody's really looking at you. They just assume that you're headed to the menagerie, since the menagerie is kind of in front of the manor. So you're heading over there. You get to the menagerie, and again, people are kind of looking at you guys, and commenting, "Oh, where's that Goliath? I don't know, but he was really, really tall. I know, Goliaths, I think they're going to be next year's. Oh, but, look at the little birdies. And they're just, going about saying their things. You see Dusk running around doing his thing. That loudmouth goblin is here as well. What are you guys doing?
Gosh. So do we want to socialize a bit more, try and find some stuff out from these people, or do we just want to continue on?
I mean, I'm good with either or, really.
I'd say now would be a good time to continue on and try and snoop around a bit.
So you're talking to the people to snoop around, or going to the gates?
I was saying going to the gates.
Oh, shoot.
What? What's the shoot for?
We should have brought something for the Humboldts if we were going to call on them. Perhaps...
Maya's got you covered, my dudes.
Wait, really?
Heck yeah, my dudes. Remember, she went to the bakery. She still has a bunch of really fancy pastries.
Perfect. So now we have an excuse to go and pay our respects to the Humboldts.
Okay. So you go up to the gate. It's, of course, closed, but there is a, not a button necessarily, but something you can push down. Like, a very, very nice lever. You can push it down, and when you do, it raises back up, and you hear a, bell. It goes ching. You wait a moment. You're waiting another moment. Third moment. And you see a gentleman in a nice, not like a suit, come by, and he is very tall, gaunt, half balding. He's got white gloves on, and he appears in front of you all. You rang. It's not Jeffrey. Trust me, Jeffrey's someplace else, and you'll know who Jeffrey is.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
You won't get to see him for a while, maybe. Depends.
That's fine. I didn't even think you would actually put him in. I was just joking.
Oh no, all my characters are in here, and some of your guys' characters.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna meet a strange gnome one day.
With one eye. Okay, so the gaunt, tall person, half balding, you rang.
Yes. We are, newer in town, visiting for the menagerie, and we thought we'd come and pay our respects to the Humboldts with a present.
He looks all of you. It's not like he's looking down at you. He's just very, very tall. Yes, he's taller than you, Maya. He looks down and across very slowly, and then slowly nods. Come in. And the gate opens. You're allowed to come in. And after you guys get in, the gate promptly shuts with like a little jiggle and everything. And he turns, follow me. And he goes forward, up the, Jesus Christ, what's it called? Walkway. It's a cobbled thing. You guys saw the carriage come down here. So you know that it's big enough for a carriage, and you're actually gonna have to... It's a bit of a hike to get up there, which kind of explains why it took so frickin' long for anybody to come talk to you.
Well, what can you do? We'll just have to follow the guy.
You guys want to chat while you're following him? Or are you just gonna follow him?
I think it would be best not to chat, just to sort of gauge the situation and not be impolite at all.
Okay. As you guys are walking, he has his hands behind his back, just, nice and regal. On either side of the walkway is a large hedge. Just a big wall of hedges. You also would have noticed it goes around the property as well. So, big hedges, kind of like boxing it in. As you guys go forward, you can see a big fountain with the picture of an angel, a man angel, and holding a woman.
Man angel or mangel.
Mangel. And this
Also, it probably wouldn't help to talk to this, or it probably wouldn't help our image to talk to this guy too much because he's a servant, and so, we're here on official business and whatnot.
Well, yeah, I meant more of talk amongst yourselves.
Oh, well, yeah, even then, though, there's not really much that it would seem improper.
That's fair.
Except for maybe the occasional comment on, like, oh, how lovely the garden is, or something like that.
Also fair. So, as you guys are walking, like I said, long hedges. The hedges then turn, and you can see just a ginormous courtyard with that statue in the middle of it. There's wonderful, just what looks like wildflowers all over it. Wow, I can just like my
Don't
fucking
die.
throat. You should have heard it earlier. Anyways, so you see this big statue and the courtyard expands. You can see it's kind of oval, so it's curved around. Imagine like a giant oval of just beautiful brick and cobbled stones. Kind of like a reddish, pinkish kind of vibe going on. Pinkish, peachish, reddish. And you can see that there are pathways leading to around the house a little bit. Probably for like the carriages. So, the I'm looking at this and I'm like, you might. Anyways, so probably for the carriages and taking out like the groundskeeper stuff. So, that's probably not going anywhere. And then you see this beautiful mansion. It's got giant oak doors gilded with silver and a very dark looking metal. Maybe iron. Maybe. Maybe obsidian. You don't know. It actually looks really pretty and really shiny. So it could be either or. That's how nicely done it is. It's got big patterns, kind of like vines. The mansion itself has two windows, two boxes of windows either side of the door. And then on top, there's 5 boxes of windows. So you know that there's probably like something. It's a very big mansion. These people have been here a long, long time. It doesn't necessarily look old or weathered or anything like that, but you can tell if this is
Just
an older
old
building.
money.
Yeah, old money kind of building. This thing was taken well care of, and it's probably been here for forever. It almost looks like.
It's been here for a hot minute.
Yeah. And this servant takes you guys up. It's 2 sweeping walkways that end kind of surrounding this statue and come down there. So sorry. So he takes you up the left walkway. And you can see that as you get up closer and higher up, that the stone is mixed in with these marble kind of colors, and then it is just straight up marble with gold gilding into it. This has been this way for a long time, so you can tell it's not them doing it, but it's been like that. So he comes and he takes this door and opens the left door for you guys. Inside. You guys can choose to go inside or not.
Well, I think we will.
Marching order. Bitch, didn't think of this.
I think Mercer's probably going to be near the back because he's looking around at all the fancy stuff and just being like,
Maya is currently a noble. Luciano's an ex-noble. Helio isn't quite a noble. Mercer is a hobo.
Yeah, so I guess we haven't much of a choice but to have Luciano and Maya towards the front.
Okay.
Mercer's a
Helio's
hobo,
just
but he-
behind them. And then Mercer is with Helio, I guess.
Mercer's a hobo, but he's human, so he's already pretty high up there in their eyes.
There you go.
That's true.
hey now, he's not a
So would that mean
hobo.
that Mercer outranks Luciano in this case if Luciano is a disgraced noble?
Probably, maybe, possibly.
Okay, so Mercer's in front.
Well, there's the question of rank, but also the question of who's doing the talking.
Maya's definitely doing the talking. She is the most charismatic.
Okay, so I say it would be Maya and then Luciano and Mercer.
And then
One or
Helio
the other,
is behind them.
doesn't matter.
I actually was thinking that Helio would be past Mercer because he does have a question he wants to ask.
He can ask his question. He doesn't have to be in front of Mercer.
Okay, fair.
We have to, keep an eye on propriety and whatnot.
It's true.
If we put Mercer in the back, they might think that we're like disrespecting humans or some shit.
Yeah, so Mercer and Maya have to be towards the front.
So a noble tiefling and a hobo human.
He's not a hobo.
He's a murder hobo.
He is not a hobo.
He really isn't a hobo.
I know, but he's scruffy.
He is
Well,
kind
I
of scruffy.
mean, he just needs a good shave, and then he'll look better.
Maya can help with that.
Question is if he wants to shave.
So I think we're good.
One
Okay.
day with his beard gone, and he's like, ah!
Okay, so you guys are going in that order. So Maya, Luciano, Helio, Mercer.
No, we decided it would be Maya, Mercer, Luciano, Helio.
Thank you. Alright. And now I have... Okay, Melissa and Adello. You guys see these two nobles. You guys see these two talking to each other near the stairwell, because inside it's a beautiful entryway. It's okay, imagine Beauty and the Beast, the animated one, that's kind of what you're looking at. Except
So
every...
like
Classic.
the ballroom?
What?
Like the ballroom or?
No, the
No,
entryway.
Like the staircase.
Ooh, big staircase.
Yeah, it's a big one, and then it goes either way, and the ballroom's at like the middle part. Yeah, well, you don't see the ballroom thing. It's just this big painted glass area, and it's of an angel reaching up to the sky. And, two angels, a male and a female. And and Adello and Melissa are kind of talking to each other. It's not so much an argument as a very heated speaking. Oh, by the way, to explain too, it's some marble flooring, and the walls are painted kind of like a peach, and it's got two hanging chandeliers that are just fucking gorgeous. It goes all the way to the second story, so you can see the banisters for the second story on either side of the ceiling. And the center staircase goes either way and up to the ceiling. That said, when the servant opens the door and allows you all in, he comes in, closes the door behind him, and kind of bows very slowly. These are the ones who rang. And Adello, like, looks over, and Melissa is kind of just exasperated. And Adello says, "Hello. We heard that you needed to see us for something? I saw you at the menagerie, and Melissa here really enjoyed the look." And Melissa just kind of nods and says, that big one, he was so good in his dress, and oh, my dear, you look so wonderful," and points at Helio.
He nods, looks a little flustered, and says, "Thank you."
Adello puts his arm around Melissa's waist, kind of like a warm welcome kind of thing, and showing that this is his beautiful wife. They are obviously very in love. And Adello sweeps out his arm. "Welcome, welcome. Is it business you wanted to speak about?"
Luciano is going to play the role of a sort of lesser person and say, he's going to introduce everyone and say, "We have come to pay respects and bring you a present. We enjoyed your company the other night, and we wanted to come and give our greeting."
Well,
Maya has the box with the very nice bow on it. It's got different sorts of chocolates in it.
ah, yes. So you present that to them, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Okay. Adello takes it, and Melissa kind of just like looks over. It's like, "Can I see that?" And he's like, "Okay," and hands it off to her, and she looks in, and her eyes are just sparkles. "I love these. You know a way to a woman's heart. Lovely, Miss Maya." And Adello just kind of chuckles.
Maya is smiling very, like, demurely, playing the part of, like, "Ah, yes, the sweet, noble girl. No one would ever suspect we're here for anything bad."
You horrible person. Um, so, Lady Melissa with the chocolates Adello has to like take him away because she's, eaten some. It's like, no, later. Aww.
No, later. Oh,
So,
she's just like,
Chocolate for breakfast is
I'm just
perfectly
imagining her
valid.
opening it, turning it towards her mouth, and just going.
right? Both of you are correct. Anyways, so she coughs. Chandelier, you say?
Phantom of the Opera shit posting.
Kinda. Anyways, so Lady Melissa, uh, sorry, why don't we go have a nice sit down? We were just going to talk about having lunch. And Agello just kind of humphs about it, and she directs everyone to the dining room, which, when you're walking into, would be on your left. And when you come in, it's this huge dining room with a big table in the middle. The table is.
Are we doing this like Regency style? We have to go in order type thing?
Well, no, I just wanted to ask who was going in front.
Well, no, I'm just saying we could. I don't know the what would be proper in this particular setting.
Okay. You have horses? Holy shit. I love it. So I'm going to God mod Maya. I really hate this shirt right now and it's bothering me. So that's also a thing. Anyways, so God modding Maya. Adello leads you to this big dining room. It's got beautiful wrought iron like windows. It goes around and then the window pane is. It's beautiful. And there are 2 fireplaces so that you can get a little warmth in there. There's a big dark wood table seated for I can't count 8. So it's seated for 8. There's a big beautiful like tapestries on the side, giant rug. The rug is very nice. The tables is set for those 8 people, but you can tell it's not really used. It's just set that way. But now that you guys are here, you can eat with them. Adello, puts the chair out for Lady Melissa. He's at the head towards the back of the room. And he gestures everyone can sit down.
Then I suppose we do that.
Yep.
I think just to be polite and sort of flourishy, Luciano's going to get the chair for Maya.
Maya would be at the head table. Or the head. So you would be getting her at the one chair closer to the window. She would sit down. Thank you. Now, Lord Adello, how have you been? And everybody sits down.
So I guess we're just going to commence with the small talk.
Yeah, I'm also typing to someone, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, that's fine.
Okay, so if you guys wanted to talk to them, now would be the time. The servant comes in, whispers to Lord Adello. Adello looks at the servant and is just about to say something, and Melissa stares at him, and he looks down and says something else. They were arguing about what they were going to have for lunch. That's what they were doing. I wanted to stress that.
That's actually really cute.
Well, it depends on the type of arguing.
I imagine the kind of things like, oh, what do you want to eat? Oh, anything's fine. Is anything really fine? Or are you gonna complain once we get?
Kinda. It's like, what do you want? I don't know. Okay, how about burgers? I don't want burgers. How about tacos? I don't want tacos. How about pizza? I don't want pizza.
That's fake. Nobody doesn't want pizza.
I don't want pizza all the time. So, when dinner comes out, it is chicken, lemon breaded chicken, and they serve everyone wine with it, as well as some garlic bread and asparagus and potato slices. That's about it.
I already ate dinner, but you're making me hungry again with this food description.
I'm sorry about that because like I'm only thinking of what we served at the banquet hall that I worked at.
That's hilarious.
It's like, yeah, that sounds about right. I think we served that.
It sounds delicious.
It was delicious. But when you work there for a year, you starts to lose its fantasy there. Anyways, so they treat you all with a red wine and lemon chicken and garlic
And
bread.
Maya doesn't drink the wine, if I remember correctly.
Nope, she doesn't drink the wine. Excuse me, may I have milk? Of course. And she gets milk. Thank you for reminding me. She gets milk.
She milk.
Milk. Hey, did you guys want to talk with them or?
Yeah. So to just get started with like small talk or whatever, Luciano's just gonna be like, "Oh, this asparagus, so tender. My compliments to the chef."
Thank you. You see, he's very good at what he does. We're so glad we were able to catch him. You know, he was working over at the Capitol, and we just loved his restaurant. We asked him to come, and the pay was very good for him.
Also, during this, out of curiosity, I would like to watch them to see if they actually eat and drink.
Okay, roll a perception.
Fuck.
Okay, you haven't been paying that much attention.
I'll give it a try.
Okay.
That's an 18.
Okay. You notice that Lady Melissa, she has been nibbling at the asparagus and the potato medallions, but doesn't really do much for the chicken. And Lord Adello, he goes for the meat, pretty much. And he has a bit of garlic bread.
Oh, fuck yeah, great taste. That's me saying that, not Helio.
Oh, like either way, correct. So, Lord Adello, he raises his wine glass. Well, to good graces, and, cheers type of thing. Maya, cheers. To good graces.
Indeed.
Is everybody cheersing as well?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Y'all cheers, and Adello leans back. Now, is it business or pleasure you come and greet us?
Well, generally, more of a pleasure. We're just, paying the courtesy of visiting. We did enjoy our company the other night and wanted to come by and bring our greetings.
Very well. We're glad to have you. Your whole troop, the menagerie, is really well done this year.
We're glad to hear that.
And I'm glad you like White Grove. See, we're very proud of it. Yes, we are. We've worked so hard trying to keep it fresh, up to date.
It is a very lovely town.
Melissa is kind of like really happy to hear that because you can tell she tries to keep things in order. Azello is just happy Melissa's happy.
That's adorable.
They are very much in love, but at the same time, she wears the pants.
Gosh. So, let's see. For such a lovely little town, I'm sure you get plenty of visitors here.
No, not very much. At some point, we probably did, but that was before our time. But, besides this, there was that group. 4 people. And, oh, they were so sick when they came in. Absolutely bone dry against them. Not an inch of meat. So, I had our dear healer come and heal them. Poor, poor men.
My, how unfortunate.
Helio.
He was going to ask, and who was this healer, if I may ask?
Oh, her name is Miss Grace. Miss Grace Earthroot. She's a druid. I didn't think much about them until I've seen her work, and she is marvelous. She helps keep the grounds. You'll see all these flowers all over our beautiful, beautiful hedges. That's her work.
I see. I know a bit of, as I'm sure you're aware, I know a bit of flowers myself, so I think I might have to talk to her at some point.
Yes, we shall have to pay her our compliments at some point.
Oh, yes, please do if you enjoy the flowers. Maybe you'll have a bouquet or 2 from her. She sells them as well.
Does she live nearby?
Well, you see, she lives down, in the lower estates, but She hardly ever stays at her home, I'm afraid. She takes, her time at the flower shop.
We shall have to pay her a visit sometime.
Yes, of course. She does, live up above it as well. So if you don't find her in her home, she'll be at the flower shop.
So, these people that came through, what sort of illness did they have? I hope it was nothing serious.
I don't exactly know. All I know is that it took quite a bit to nurse them back to health. We had to give them a lot. There were hardly anything on their bones. They went right through a cow, almost, with how much they ate. We had to give them a lot of meat. Adello was just like, a lot of meat. That's for sure.
That sounds absolutely dreadful of a sickness. I do hope no one else in town got it.
Adello shakes his head. I don't know. Frankly, all I know is that she did have a bit of an uptake in her her services. We were asked for a few bit of supplies and we supplied her. So maybe, but not that we know of. So it must have been taken care of quite quickly.
That is good to hear. Good to hear.
Yes. And the men afterwards, we greeted them. They were quite nice, but something about safe places about here.
You cut out a little, I couldn't hear that.
Something about safe places around here.
Safe for sick people, or?
Safe for the night to stay. We told them that the forest is no danger, not anymore. Hasn't been one ages, but they insisted that they needed some place to stay the night off the road.
Well, that's rather strange.
That's what we said. But we don't know any places like that. Again, the road is safe. But they insist, and they did tell us the last time they camped near the road, that's what happened. They got very sick. And I don't know, but they did mention having another person, and they didn't come in here with another person. So I have no clue. But they were nice, and they came and they went.
It may be it may be a case of superstition. Once one bad thing happens, people try to avoid the circumstances that thing happened in.
That's what I told them. It could just be that it was a one-time occurrence.
I agree, it was probably nothing.
Yes, it was probably nothing. You don't have to worry.
If anything, it could have just been their own fear of the dark.
Maybe. I don't know so much about that. I I haven't been scared of the dark since I was 2, maybe. You see, it gets very, very dark when it storms, and I'm surprised it hasn't rained. Well, it did the other night, but strange. The servant takes any extra food away, as well as your plates, and presents a dessert. The dessert is a small parfait. So a little bit of yogurt and some raspberries and strawberries in a little cup, with some pound cake or angel cake with it. So a essentially a deconstructed strawberry shortcake.
Nice. Out of curiosity, I also want to kind of observe the servant, because just to see if there's anything weird.
Roll perception and insight.
Mixed result there.
Okay. You notice that he's tall and gaunt, like I said. He's actually kind of gray. Little ashy. So his skin isn't that terribly great. His skin isn't that great, and his eyes are a little sunken in. He doesn't look sick so much as just not well. You can tell that he is a servant. He's not like a slave or anything. He's just a straight up servant. And he's actually rather thin and bony. And give me just a second.
And how old is he? Is he like middle age or geriatric or?
Oh, he's older. Like I said, he's like bald. He's got that ring of hair going on.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm picturing exactly what I think. Yeah, no, I know what you're talking.
Okay.
Interesting.
Again, I'm sorry. Just give me a second. Okay. So you looked at this servant, and you got that information.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to ask while we're talking to them. Oh, so I assume your family has been here a long time.
Yes, they have. You see, I am actually the Humboldt here. This is my husband, so he is lord by marriage.
Have you both lived in town your whole lives?
I have. Otello? I've, actually come from a, city in northern area. So I'm actually quite far out of my hometown, if you will.
Oh, have you been here a long time?
Yes, as long as we've married. And that's and then he just kinda like hangs for a second and like his eyes flick over to Melissa and Melissa's just glaring at him. That's 20 years ago. 21. 21 years ago, yes.
My, what a delightfully long time to be together.
Yes, it's been just a wonderful. And he looks at her. She's so wonderful. And Melissa's like, you can see her smiling, but her eyes says, "You're safe for now." Yes, they've been so wonderful. I'm surprised he even came and proposed. I didn't think that I was high enough class for him. It's just. And then she just smiles. Um, Lord Adello, kind of like sweeps his arm to the tapestries. Yes, well, I do miss home sometimes, but this is all I need. The tapestries depict like beautiful castles and landscapes with angels in them, different kinds of angels.
Helia's going to speak up and say, I can sympathize with missing home. I recently just left myself.
Yes, as travelers, I think we can all agree that one does miss home sometimes.
Yes, a home is where the heart is. That's what they say. Can you tell I can't fucking do a French accent?
That's fine.
Yeah, it's really
I'm
hard.
back. Hello.
Oh, thank God!
Just time.
Horses are fed.
You have horses?
We do.
Shit, that's awesome. Anyways,
So-
I was butchering your fucking accent, so.
Oh, you love butchering the French accent?
I was butchering the accent.
Oh, et pas un baguette.
Oh, baguette, French fry!
French fry, omelette dans fromage.
So,
Okay, so what's up?
okay. So essentially, Lord Adello and Lady Melissa brought you guys in for lunch. Lunch was a delicious, delicious thing. You guys cheers for good lunch, and prosperity and that shit, I guess. But the lunch was good. I want the lunch.
I think we all do.
I think we all do. After I described that, man, I was like, oh shit, now I want some. Hell, I want some ice cream, and I can't have ice cream because I'm the one frickin' with the open mic. So, Lord Adello was saying how he is not the white group here, the Humboldt. The Humboldt is actually Lady Melissa, and Adello married into the family. And Adello is from somewhere in the north. And he said he misses home sometimes. Then he gestured to the tapestries that go along the wall of the dining room, which is fucking huge. And it depicts scenes of landscapes like castles and mountains and fields and shit with angels in them. And then he's like, but that's all I need. And then they're all kissy kissy.
Aww.
But Adela is still on the shit list for forgetting how long they were married. So that's where you guys are in terms of what's going on right now.
Oh, we also found out just a little bit more about those outsiders from town, and that they were treated by a healer who owns a flower shop. So we are probably going to end up there at some point, too.
Also true.
And then if Maya thinks of any questions that she wants to ask before we leave as well.
Yep, now's the time.
Or Mercer.
Really, any of you guys, if you have any question.
Although I'm imagining most of them are just like, delicious food.
Helio did have a question for the servant as they're walking out, but before that, it's no big deal.
Okay. Any questions before you walk out?
Speak now or forever hold your questions, I guess.
I mean, I can't think of anything really.
That's fine. Just wanted to give you an opportunity. We can continue.
Okay.
Alright, so as they're walking out, Helio's gonna try and hang back with the servant as he's leading them out and say, Sir, are you and Lord Adello alright?
Yes. Why do you ask?
You both seem a bit ill. I have a bit of medical knowledge myself, and you seem to be anemic.
I don't know what that means.
That would sound so suspicious if you didn't talk like that already.
Yeah. Just so that everybody, like, gets what I'm trying to go for, he's Lurch. But, like, different, not looking like Lurch.
I don't know.
I got it.
Adam's Family. Don't worry
Okay,
about
I've never watched it, so that's why I wouldn't know.
it. Yeah.
He's like that typical, like, just very tall old guy, really skinny, gaunt, spooky haunted mansion vibe. But
Alright, and then he speaks slow, then I'm assuming. He's gonna say, it's a blood disease. It usually means what's the fucking word I'm thinking of?
I want you
low
to
blood?
roll.
What?
I want you to roll perception and insight.
Alright. As he said, it's a blood disease. It's usually it's a lack of red blood cells.
Interesting.
Still not
One
sure
sec,
what's
it's
going
loading.
on.
Whee!
22 perception and 16 insight.
Okay, that meets. What's your insights? Wisdom, right? No, intelligence, right?
Yeah, insight's wisdom.
Okay. So, what's your wisdom?
Oh, like my wisdom modifier?
That doesn't matter.
Sorry, what?
It doesn't matter which one, just tell me so I can compare it.
Oh, his wisdom is plus it's 22 is for perception, 16 in insight.
Yeah, I know what's because it meets. I'm trying to figure out who won.
Oh, I see what you're
Yeah.
saying. Okay. His wisdom is 14, I believe.
Okay, yeah, you win. Like, shit, son.
All right.
Um. So you can tell that he doesn't know what you're talking about, but he also isn't going to answer your question because he doesn't know if he should or can. And you notice that his collar is a lot higher than a normal servant's collar would be, and there's like a little bit of a scar you can see off of the side of his neck. That
I cast Unseen Servant.
what?
Maya's gonna cast Unseen Servant.
Oh, sorry. Bye, Nathaniel.
Quietly.
Yeah, sure. Since the guy is distracted, you don't have to worry about it.
She's going to, since she can control it with her mind, she's gonna have it just sort of as he, like, what's he doing right now exactly?
He's talking to
Just talking?
Leo. Yeah.
And who is he talking to? Like, which way is he facing?
He's facing Helio. Oh, you guys were being escorted out, so I'm assuming Helio grabbed him in the courtyard, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So he would be facing Helio to the side.
Maya's just looking like she's looking for something in her bag, but mentally she's having the Unseen Servant sort of, like, try and quickly undo his collar and, like, yank it down?
No.
No?
You're
Is
not
it like
gonna
a
succeed in
button-up
that.
collar? Like, I don't know what kind of collar that is.
It's a high collar.
Like one of those Victorian ones.
I don't know, like, with a million buttons, or, like, what's up?
No, they're literally called high collars.
Aisha, Layla, I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to look.
Yeah, I'm trying to take a look at it. It's kind of like see that collar there? That's that high one.
So, would it be able to tug it away from the neck, not pull it down or unbutton it, but, like, just,
No,
like, peek into the neck?
those things are like super around your neck. Like in the olden days, those it was fashionable to have those high ones, so it actually prevented blood from going to their head if it was on too tight. That
Is
kind
it
of
on
tall.
too tight?
No, he's got like no fucking neck type of thing, but
So he's short.
he's super tall, but he's got no neck. Like,
Wait.
He's like Gru from Despicable Me.
Oh. So how is he wearing a high collar if he has no neck?
oh my god. Like
Like it's a skinny neck.
yeah.
I'm so confused by what you're describing right now.
He has the high collar. He has a neck, but it's a skinny neck, so it's not too tight on him.
I'm so confused by how this man looks. I'm going to draw what, like, the mental image.
He's very
You're-
tall and very thin. Like a skeleton, but tall.
Here's what I imagine. I'm gonna put a picture of the like what I'm just gonna. I imagine he does like the high collar looks like that, except the scarf is the high collar.
Yeah, kinda. But actually, let me.
And obviously he's not as thick as Gru. 2 C's.
Here's Lurch, but he's like Lurch, except he's kind of bald. Lurch is fucking huge, by the way.
Does he look kind of like that?
Yeah, that's more like it.
Because that's what I'm picturing. I literally Googled Spooky Butler, and I'm like, yep, that's it.
Yeah.
So basically his head's so close to his torso that it's kind of hard to pull it down because it's just like there's nowhere for the fabric to go.
Yeah, and
Okay,
like
so I'm just gonna have Unseen Servant go explore Unseen and try and gather information for her.
how far can that go?
Give me a sec, I can check. It's like a decent amount. Like, not super far, but like decent. Give me a sec.
15 feet. Actually, hold on. Range is 60 feet. Duration 1 hour.
Okay, yeah, if it goes more than 60 feet away, it goes away.
Yeah.
15 feet is just like in battle, I think.
Yeah, it can move. Yeah, I see it. That's a bonus action.
So it's gonna go explore and bring back any pertinent information.
Which direction? It's a open courtyard, and it's got 2 stairways that go up and around this statue. And then there's also 2 like separate places or separate somebody help me here.
We can't help you because we don't know what it is.
Directions. 2 separate places.
Northern West Wings?
No,
Pathways?
Thank you. 2 separate pathways around the mansion, but you could assume that that's where they kept their carriages and like their lawn equipment and shit like that. So there's not going to be anything over there.
So I think I'm gonna like how far are the stairs? Like
To go up the stairs, maybe at 5 feet.
and how high up is the secondary floor area?
How high up is about 15 feet? How high is a... Oh shit, how high is a story?
It depends on the building, generally around 10 feet-ish. But I imagine since they're rich, they probably have vaulted ceilings.
Well, this one is just getting to the first floor, so it's about 10 feet.
I was gonna say I see on Google it says. Sorry.
I also want to know why they're out in the courtyard.
Because you guys
I
are
came
leaving.
back after feeding the horses. I don't know why we're out here.
Because we had lunch and now we're leaving.
I'm going to have Maya ask if she can use the bathroom, I guess, before she leaves. Because it's quite a ways back, and it'd be undignified to, like, squat in a woods.
It's not too far back, so...
You'd have to be really good at deception for that, probably.
I need to roll for it, yeah, but what do I roll?
that would be... It would
Deception?
be deception or persuasion. I don't know which one, though. Deception.
Both of them are charisma, so I'm Gucci. Give me.
Gucci gang.
Okay. Yeah, you make it. So, he looks at you and says, right this way. And
She nods and looks almost a little bashful for having to ask, but she heads back in, then she gives, like, the others a curt nod and then, like, kind of hurries in with her unseen servant still not quite next to her, but it's, like, a little ahead of her.
Okay. He takes you all back in, and the... Shit. That is the wrong one. Why is that one always the one I get first? I don't fucking know.
Well, it
Anyway.
makes sense. It'd be rude to just leave us standing in the courtyard. I imagine we'll be standing elsewhere.
Yeah, a little bit. So he takes you in. Sorry?
I was just gonna ask because you were gonna say he had some sort of scar before Maya was gonna cast that.
Ooh, yes. You can see that there's a bit of a scar going up past his jaw towards his towards the back of his head, kind of like it's just a little bit of a scar, but you can tell that it's pretty raw, so it might have happened, you know, like a couple
Fairly
days
recent.
ago. Yeah, fairly recently. And that's about all you can tell from there.
All right.
So, he takes you back in, and on the right side, as you guys come in, you see there's 3 doors spaced out, so you know that there's 3 rooms. The third room down, nearest the grand stairway, he directs you there, and that is the bathroom. It is a very nice looking bathroom. It's got a shower in it, a bathroom, or a toilet, and the shower is a walk-in shower as well, so you can walk in there if you wanted. You can tell it's got one of those types of... Oh my gosh. Types of shower heads that are like rain, so you can have different settings on it. It's of course not as high tech, but like it's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Now what do you do? Funny? Rose?
Hi, yeah.
What do you do now?
So he took her to the bathroom, right?
Correct.
All right. So she's going to go into the bathroom while her unseen servant gets a lay of the land within 60 feet radius of her in the bathroom.
Okay. You see inside of the bathroom or outside? I didn't really.
Outside.
Okay, thank you.
Outside of the bathroom.
Outside of the bathroom, you see that everybody is waiting for you. There's a grand stairwell. You can have him go upwards, and that'll be about 15 feet. So when he gets to the top, he would be able to move just a little bit. And from there, he can see that there is multiple doorways.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about as far as he can get.
Only 15 feet?
Well, no, he's 15 feet and then he moves around.
Where in conjunction to Maya is he above her?
He is above her 15 feet, and then in order to move to see anything, he has to move another 15-ish feet.
All right, he's gonna try the nearest door.
The nearest door he can get to, second floor.
Because that's only 30 feet.
Yeah, he can only move 30 feet, right?
60 feet.
60 feet, sorry. So then, yeah, he would go over there. The nearest door he can get to opens up, and it's kind of like a storage area. So there's a couple of shelves of like toilet paper and a shelf of hand soap and broom and a mop. Some other stuff. There's also, you can roll perception. And you have to use the creature's stats. Which I now have in front of me. Everything is a +0.
Well, that makes it simple.
That's a 16.
Right. You also see, after looking around a little bit, your servant sees a ladder.
A ladder? Is it to anywhere?
It is... Sorry, the ladder goes downwards. There is a hatch.
It what?
There's a hatch there, so you can, it can open up or down. The ladder goes down through there.
It's gonna go down.
Okay, so it opens up the hatch and goes down. It is super dark. Does it have dark vision?
Maya has dark vision?
No, the servant.
I don't know. Can we just say it has it because Maya has it? Does it mention it in its stats?
Wish they would fucking tell you. Mindless, shapeless force. Okay. So, it doesn't say it has it, so I'm going to assume it doesn't have it. So, assume no until proven otherwise. So it goes down there. and it is 100% completely dark. It sees absolutely nothing. It can't see 5 feet in front of its face.
So if it went upstairs and it's now downstairs, this is like a secret room.
You don't know.
Well, I'd imagine that if it went down somewhere from a storage closet after being on the second floor when Maya's on the first floor, it had to go. And it's not that far away from Maya at this point.
Nope.
Perhaps this room has a light switch.
I'm gonna have it look for a light switch. Do I roll for that?
Yep, perception at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. First one was 20, second one was 14.
Okay. Your unseen servant stumbles around, but it keeps hitting things, like, as it's walking around, so you can't
What
really...
is it hitting? Can it tell just like what it feels like?
Nope,
Are they soft, hard?
it can't tell.
Does it not find it?
Nope.
Can I roll again to see if it can stumble around some more and find it?
Nope, that was it. So what are you
Alright.
gonna do now?
Well, now it's too far from the ladder to figure out where it is. So I'm gonna have it feel around
And what?
in the dark, see if they can tell what things are.
Okay, perception?
Okay. $17?
It ends up finding, the ladder and a couple of other boxes, crates, and a couple of barrels.
Does it smell like anything?
No, not that you can tell.
Not musty, not...
Well, I
Damp.
should say, not anything the servant can tell.
Okay, so it found the ladder again and some boxes. I'm gonna have it take one of the boxes up and try and... Because you can carry stuff one-armed.
That would be a strength check at disadvantage.
Okay.
It has a strength of 2. So what's that? Minus 4?
First was 14, second was 12.
Okay, yeah, that thing can't make it even budge.
Alright. Can it open it and feel inside the box?
Strength and then perception, both at disadvantage.
It needs strength to open a box?
Yeah, it's great.
It's got a strength of 2, to be fair.
That's fair. Okay. Okay, so for strength, I got a 3.
Hey, it can't
Which
open
sucks
it, so forget the perception.
But I rolled for perception already and I got a 19, which sucks.
Yep. You can't do anything
That's
with
a
it now.
box.
That
That's a
is indeed a
box.
box, yep.
It can feel the individual wood grains.
It's probably mahogany. But you don't know what's inside it.
This is a nice oak with veneer and
Okay,
how
so
can I open it?
It's gonna go back up the ladder and it's gonna head out of that room and close the hatch. Close the hatch first and then leave the room and then try the next one.
Okay. The next one is a bedroom. Ahead of you, you can see a very nicely made bed. It's a little dusty. you look around, or, well, I should stop saying you when it's really it. It looks around. You don't really have much of a connection here, but it looks around. There is a bedstand and a lamp besides the bed. The bedstand is a dark wood, and the top is covered with some kind of laced doily. There is a empty vase that you assume could be made for flowers on it. To the man,
Is
I
there
can't.
a desk?
To the left is a fuck. What's it called? All I wrote here is that one thing with the mirror.
A vanity?
Thank you. There's a vanity there. It is also covered with a light layer of dust, and to your right there is two dressers. One is a wardrobe, the other one is your standard dresser.
It's gonna open the wardrobe.
Nothing's in there.
Okay, it's gonna open the other one.
The dressers, nothing is in there.
Okay, it closes both of those. Goes to look in the vanity.
There is a handkerchief covering two of the I should say lining two of the drawers, but other than that, it can't see anything. There's nothing in it.
I pick up the handkerchief in the topmost drawer.
Okay. So that one is white, and it has an embroidered H at the bottom.
Like for Humboldt?
Yep.
It puts it back.
Okay.
Actually, it feels the bottom of the drawer just in case.
It is just a drawer.
Okay. It does that for the second one.
Still a drawer.
Okay. It's gonna check the next most door after setting everything back the way it was. Which
That is too far away.
Too far away? Can I roll perception to see if there's anything of note up
You
here?
can try.
Okay. $18.
The carpet is very nice.
Very loose or very nice?
Very nice.
Clearly. Okay. I'm gonna have it go back down the stairs.
It does so.
Are there doors downstairs?
There are.
All right. Is there more than is there a hallway setup you can show me? Like, this is where you're at. That's the bathroom. This is like a map of some sort because I'm having trouble visualizing where everything is.
Not yet.
Is there more than one hallway?
There is not.
There's not.
Not downstairs. Not that you can see.
So basically, you'd want to know how many doors he can access.
Yeah, basically, and how and where servant man is like, is he facing the bathroom?
When you come down, you're facing, like, you're coming down into the main hallway. I explained it like, think of Beauty and the Beast, that opening.
The foyer.
Yeah, that's how this is laid out.
Give me a sec to pull up an image of that.
In the meantime, we're just like twiddling our thumbs in the foyer, just like, this is taking a minute.
You can talk to, the dude if you want to.
We could.
I didn't give him a name, did I?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
I've been calling him Jeeves.
Jeez. So yeah.
I imagine it could be useful to talk to him. I'm just trying to think of the best way, because you have to go about it a certain way to get information from a servant like that.
You do. Otherwise, they're just getting confused.
How high are the ceilings in the bathroom?
About 15, or well, more like 10 feet, 15.
10 feet. Okay, and this servant dude is like really tall. Like how tall?
7 feet?
And right now he's focused on the adventurers.
Yep.
Is it like a bathroom where there are multiple stalls of some sort, or is it like a single person bathroom?
No, it's like a regular bathroom.
So single person?
Yep.
I mean, you're in someone's house.
I know, but it's like a giant mansion. You never know.
Okay, yeah, that's fair, I guess.
Okay. Can I roll to see if there's any way for her to get out of this bathroom that isn't the door she just came in?
Sure.
$18, 16 plus 2.
There is no other way to get out.
Oh, balls. Give me a. So is the butler's a human, right?
Yes, that you can tell.
Did you create stats for him?
I did.
Well, now I'm worried. All right, I've got an idea, but if it goes badly, it's gonna go really badly.
What did you say, Helio?
I did want to have Helio ask him one more thing before that happens. He was going to ask him, say, as they were walking back in, I really do just want to make sure that you and your master are okay. Are you sure you can't tell me anything?
What can I tell you?
Has anything strange been going on? Did either of you get injured physically?
While in the bathroom, I'm going to have Maya cast Thaumaturgy and have one of the Humboldts, I can't remember their name, dude Humboldt.
Yeah?
And it's going to be as far away as I can possibly put it, which is, give me a 30 feet away? So probably down somewhere not there. I still am not really sure of the layout other than Beauty and the Beast foyer type dealio. 30 feet away, preferably on the second floor.
Okay. So,
It's going to just boom out like, I get. Is his name Jeeves?
no, you guys haven't asked for his name.
It's basically just going to be a yell for help. Like a very panicked yell for help.
Okay, so you're going to yell for help from
With
upstairs.
thaumaturgy in the Humboldt's voice.
Okay.
Dude.
He, his eyes go wide and you see him run to a statue, lift the statue up, and there's a button underneath it, and he slams it down. Excuse me, we need to go as soon as possible. And then he starts hammering on the door The bathroom door.
Maya like jolts a bit, and she's like, just a minute. She's like very flustered, obviously, because obviously she's in the bathroom. She's not actually going to the bathroom, but it fits. Being flustered when someone randomly just starts rapping on the bathroom door.
Get out! Hurry!
All right. She sort of she gathers up her skirts and she sort of makes herself presentable to come out. She hasn't opened the door yet because give me like 1 second, I have to check something.
Meanwhile, we don't know any of this, so we're just like, what's going on?
Like, you guys would have heard the help, too.
Exactly, so we're just like, what's going on? What's the matter? Actually, yeah, Luciano's gonna ask him, is everything alright?
Which one did you impersonate, the girl or the guy?
The girl.
Lady Humboldt cried for help. We need to get
I'm also
you
going
out.
to use minor illusion because I have that at will. God, being a warlock's awesome, but I'm going to create the smell of burning.
Gosh.
Okay. Where is it starting?
And Maya's going to throw open the door, and she looks alarmed. I'm going to roll for, I guess, performance to make it seem like she's concerned with what's going on.
Where is the fire starting?
There's no
You know
fire,
what I
but the
mean.
smell of smoke is coming from upstairs.
Okay.
Shouldn't we go and help?
Or like get someone to come put this out or something.
Alarm has been
Generally-
sounded. We need to get you to safety.
All right.
I think we should go with you. We'll check to make sure everything's alright in case you need help.
Helpers will arrive soon. Come now, come.
No,
And
I insist. We must make sure that the lady of the house is alright.
come now, come.
Can I at least try and persuade him?
You can try.
I have such good stats for this.
What were you trying to do?
Maya like very carefully takes his arm and she's like, I just feel terrible. If something happened then we could have helped and we don't. And I'm gonna roll for this because I have super good charisma skills.
Yep, sure you do. Beat a 17.
Is that 17 plus anything?
Nope, just the standard 17.
Because I just
Apparently Luciano's not trying hard enough.
Ooh. Yeah, he believes that you feel bad about it.
No, she's trying to persuade him, not convince him.
That's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
So is he gonna let her help?
Did she say you wanted help? Because it sounded
Yes,
like
she
you just
did.
felt bad.
She said she wanted
Yeah, she did.
Okay.
to help.
I understand you want to help. And then he looks a little uncomfortable. This is like the first time you see him look anything other than, zombie. So maybe that would be best. And he goes towards the stairs and goes up it.
Maya turns to the others and like sort of gestures to go look for things as she and then she runs up the stairs after him.
How does she do that, though? Is it in a...
Go. She doesn't say it out loud, but she sort of makes that gesture with her hand go look.
So
Let's.
Honestly, sorry.
Oh, that's me just talking to myself.
Okay. Uh, once he sees that, I'm assuming Helio kind of gets an idea of what's going on, and he doesn't really feel right about doing that, so he's gonna start leaving.
Oh, okay.
Helio, these people might be murdering people.
Yeah. Okay. One,
We're
they
here
don't
to
have.
investigate. Go
They don't.
investigate. You're
One,
never
they
gonna
don't
get
have.
anything done if you're constantly obsessed with being nice.
They don't have proof of that. One. Um, as far as he can tell, these people might be as big of victims as anyone else, because that man has been obviously hurt, and he saw that.
Exactly, and whatever hurt him might be here. So,
And who's to say he might not find it alone and get hurt himself? And also, he doesn't
Maya,
feel right rifling through someone else's house.
Also, Maya has not told them anything, and so I'm going to actually roll to see if Luciano knows what's going on, or if he thinks that it's just like if he falls for it or whatever. What would that be?
That would be a persuasion versus insight between you two.
do I roll persuasion for Luciana?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to persuade them to
Oh, I'm sorry.
do
No,
the
just.
thing?
Yeah, it is
Because I'm
persuasion.
not deceiving them either. I'm trying to be like, go.
Yeah, that would be persuasion.
But yeah, the way that you're doing it, I wanted to roll because I'm like, does Luciano get what you're trying to get across?
Insight.
I
beat a 15.
Yes. No, they rolled a 13 against 15.
Oh. So yeah, you
So
understand.
yeah, you get it.
Okay. So yeah, he's going to continue on with the ruse of going to help the lady, but also, take a look around then, I guess.
Yep. Be sneaky.
Yes. While Maya is helping the butler, servant, whatever, Luciano's gonna sneak off to do his thing.
Okay. Let me see something real quick.
At least I'm good at stealth.
Because it might actually become time to give you a map, but I don't know if it'll be enough.
Should I do stealth?
Given the state everything is, you are fine.
Okay. I'm just naturally good at that anyway, so we'll just assume that his burglary instincts kick.
God, I have an idea for once we get up there, but it's going to be very tricky to do.
Not to mention, we don't know where the actual Humboldts are right now.
Oh, we don't need to worry about that. Maya has disguised of many faces.
Yeah, but they could walk in at any moment and be like, what's going on?
Alrighty.
Anyway, my idea, I'm gonna run this by you guys before I do it. But
There you go,
Maya
Scott.
has a spell called Thrall. Do any of you guys know what that is? Just running it by you real quick.
I have an idea. What do you plan to do with it, though?
Basically, it's kind of like charm person, except they're under your command in a way, in a sense. They're under your thrall. They'll basically do whatever you ask of them. They're not your friend. They don't consider you a friend. They're more like
Is it enthrall?
enthrall. Yeah, not thrall.
Okay.
Yeah, but like, what's the plan though? Is what I'm asking.
Question him while he's thralled.
On a failed save, the target has disadvantage on wisdom perception checks made to perceive any creature other than you until the spell ends or until the target
Wait.
can no longer hear you.
Really? That's what that is? Wait, I think I'm getting it mixed up with command.
Yeah.
Well, she has command too, but I think I got them mixed up.
Probably.
The only thing is that because it is not charm or whatever, they will afterwards know that you are not like they'll be suspicious.
Yep, and it only lasts a minute on this one.
So you might want to just use your natural charm.
True. I don't know. I'm just worried, I guess, because the dude seems really flighty and cagey.
Yeah, but I think that you might just scare him more if you did that.
Yeah, fair. Okay, so they're gonna go up there, and he heard what sounded like the female Humble's voice. It wasn't like bright, loud, and clear. It was like from a distance. And he smelled smoke, and if he gets up there, I think I'm gonna have Maya play on that and ask him if he's feeling all right. Because he told them that he heard the lady Humble call out for help. So if he thinks he's the only one who heard it, he might be more willing to open up? Question mark?
He hit the alarm.
Yeah, he hit the alarm, but that doesn't mean anybody else here heard it.
That he hit the alarm, okay? The whole place heard it.
No, the whole place heard the alarm, not the lady.
Yeah.
So she's going to try and deceive him into thinking he's hearing things.
Oh, okay.
Because none of them mentioned smelling smoke or hearing her talk. They only acknowledged it when he was like, she called for help.
Yeah, everyone in the party would have heard it and smelled it.
Well, yeah,
but we didn't give an indication of that.
That's the point. We're gaslighting an old man.
Okay.
The gang gaslights an elderly man.
Then that would be deception with disadvantage.
With disadvantage?
Well, more like Maya deceives the old man.
Yeah, with disadvantage because he hit the alarm.
Why would that be disadvantage? Because he hit the alarm.
Meaning he's less likely to believe you because he hit the alarm. It was that big of a deal.
Okay.
He's very convinced.
Yeah. If for whatever reason his lord and lady are... that stuff happens, he goes directly into serious mode.
I'm not sure that this is a good idea, because if she fails this check, he might think that he's trying to dissuade him because she did something.
Hey,
too late now.
Maya?
Yeah?
You rolled a 20 plus 2.
Wait. What is he rolling? Insight?
Yeah. So, he doesn't believe you.
I mean, there's not much to believe. She's saying... She asked, are you hearing things? Because when they got up there, she wasn't up there. So he doesn't think he's hearing things. He's convinced that he didn't hear things.
He's convinced that he heard her and smelled smoke.
Okay.
Because
So
you were
Maya's...
asking, do you hear things? Are you
No,
and
I didn't say what she said. I just asked... What I said was she was going to ask if he heard her. Like, if you're sure you heard her.
yeah, he's sure.
So he's sure.
Yep, he's sure.
So she's... What are they, like, in a specific room now? Like, which room did he go to? The bedroom?
No, you guys went up the stairs. He's standing at the top of the stairs and moving towards the banister on that side when you asked him that, and so now he's trying to find which one it was. So you'd have to tell me where you shouted it from.
I'm gonna go with one of the rooms. Like, probably...
It would have had to have been within like 30 feet.
Oh! The room down the ladder.
That is that
first
room
floor
down
is
the ladder is on the first floor, so you told them
Wait,
to go
is it?
upstairs. Yeah.
So no. I'm still not sure where that room was, if I'm being honest, because you wouldn't tell me. So, that's not upstairs.
I said you went upstairs and went into the storage area. There's a ladder going downstairs with
You said there's a ladder going down.
yeah.
It's
It
not
could've
that
been
big a
the first
mansion.
floor.
It's on the first floor.
It's on the first floor. Okay, so I only know of that and I guess the guest room.
Yes.
I don't know what's in the other doors you told me about.
Nope, because you didn't go in there.
Well, you said that your cantrip or whatever it was 30 feet that you could do the voice, so I imagine it would not be that far from being above the bathroom.
Yeah, it's not that far above the bathroom. So I guess the guest room question mark?
Okay, so he goes to the guest room, and
Wait, hold on. Where is my unseen servant? It was with us, right? It dissipated.
you didn't say where it went, so we're assuming it stayed in
So-
the bathroom or stayed with you.
If it stayed in the bedroom and we're up the stairs now, before we get into the bedroom, I'm gonna have it open the windows.
Okay. It opened the window.
And now I'm going to have it just stay out of our way.
Okay. I'm assuming just towards a wall or something.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Maya's like sniffing the air, because like the smell and the brain, come on. Sound
We are all brain farting today.
came from this room, and the others are still with us, right? Like Luciano, Mercer, Helio's leaving
No, Luciano slipped off.
to go snoop around. Good.
Mercer has also disappeared, but he's actually looking at the windows right now.
Well, they're not in the room yet.
Well, no, not the windows in that room, but the windows in like the rest of the house. He's like looking at windows to see if you could easily break into one of them.
Mercer's like, we're gonna come back and we're gonna break in.
A man after my own heart.
I mean, hey, sneaking in through a window at night.
Roll a d10,
Which one of us? Mercer?
Mercer.
Please don't have Mercer break this window.
Well then, congratulations, you find 4 windows that can be easily accessed.
Oh ho! Cool.
One of which, actually, all of them in the banquet room. Or the dining room, whatever.
Cool.
By the way, I put the map of the first floor on there.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Mercer and Luciano do their look around right now, because I've been doing a lot in the past couple of like 10 minutes, so like I want them to be able to do stuff too.
Sure.
So while they're going to do the, just go do your things. Maya can do her more stuff later.
Well, I mean, he wasn't really doing much more than looking for windows that could be easily accessed if you wanted to break in. I mean, you're just going to return to the foyer area, and if Helio is still there, just wait with him.
No, I imagine he's like outside the courtyard, like on the other side by now, like just waiting for you guys.
The first floor. Where is the bathroom in this first floor?
And the first floor is the one is the third one up on the right side.
It's got a circle in the middle for a toilet.
Oh, that's a big bathroom.
Yeah.
Wait, is that a doorway to the break room? It has like a little doorway symbol into the break room.
Yep.
You said there was no other way to get out of the bathroom.
I said you didn't. There's no other way, but that was you looking.
That was me looking?
You didn't see that door, basically.
Ah. What did I roll for that? Like, what, a 14? Eh.
It was a high DC. But
Hidden
don't
doors,
meta.
hidden doors.
Okay. We got it. Don't meta.
I mean, she's not in the bathroom. There's no way for her to, like, suddenly know that's there.
Yeah, just, keep it in mind. Anyway.
Although I do love the idea of Maya looking straight at a door and not seeing it and then just continuing to look.
That's the fun part.
Like, it's not a hidden door. It's just a normal door that she just did not see.
Exactly. That's the fun part of D&D, when you roll bad and it's some stupid shit like that.
I did not realize that there was a wall in front of me.
I
Oh my
have
God, when did this get
eyelashes.
here?
So anyway,
Yep, anyway. So, what are you guys doing?
Luciano's sneaking around looking for stuff.
Where is sneaking around looking for stuff?
Let's see here. Do you have a map of the second floor or no?
I do. I don't think you guys have explored enough for me to put it on the give you the map yet.
That's fine. I guess
Can you censor parts of it? Can you censor parts of it?
I'd have to do that and
that's just too much trouble.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess he's gonna go the opposite. Well, they didn't go far because they went in that one room. So I guess he's gonna just go off to a farther room.
On that side or the other side?
Probably. He would probably actually be looking to try and find maybe the master bedroom or an office or something significant.
Okay. So again, left or right?
There's no indication what would be where?
Mm-mm.
In that case, probably right?
Okay, that's the side they're on, so roll stealth. Ooh, yeah, nobody is gonna see you at all. So, the next and last room. Sorry, the next room, because there's 2 more doors. Next room or the far room? Which one?
Probably the far room.
Okay. When you open it, you see that there is an L-shaped desk on the far end against the window. There's a like a swiveling chair behind the desk, a lamp next to it, a filing cabinet, and a bookshelf. Yep, a bookshelf on the north side.
Alrighty, so he did find, like, the office. So then he's going to have a quick peek around there.
All right. Which part are you looking at?
Let's start with the desk itself.
All right, that's perception.
You sure it's not investigation?
Oh, sorry, you're right, investigation. I always forget that's a thing.
Shit. Fuck.
There's a couple of papers, a pen. It's a nice pen. Nothing much, just some random stuff. Papers.
Pocket that pen, you know you want to.
I do want to.
It's a nice pen.
Very nice pen. Let's not, though. Yet.
Okay.
I can come back later for the pen.
What's next for you?
The filing cabinet seems interesting.
Investigation.
Oh, that one's much better. That's a dirty 20.
Ooh. When you go in there, you can see that there is a lot of just random filings about different things that go around, like just general information about the town. There is one thing to note, though. There's a distinct difference in the ordering. Sorry, the purchase habits of these people. It ended up that they have stopped purchasing. Sorry. They have stopped purchasing wine, and they have stopped purchasing garlic bread. You can assume that the garlic bread available is, made for guests and pretty much a Dello.
Interesting. And I'm also going to have a look at that bookcase.
Okay, that's also investigation. And it's a Dello with an A.
That one's an 18.
Okay. So on the shelf is a lot of older books. They kind of look like they're well read, but they're also like dog-eared in certain places. What languages do you read?
1 second. Common, Infernal, and Thieves' Cant.
Okay. So none of these texts look familiar to you at all. It's in some kind of language with long flowy letters and short marks on them. They're all leather-bound books, all very old and used. There's a few there that don't look so old, and they are in common. And they speak about the history of the Ariandel Empire. And one of note says...
Ariandel, you say?
Ariandel, yes. And one of note mentions North Drostair.
And remind me, was there anything else of note in this office?
It's a nice pen.
Yes, I know about the pen. Alright, in that case, he's going to take a quick peek at the room next door.
That is another... Actually, I wrote over it. That's beautiful. This is why I hate scanning things. That is a bathroom.
Okay, he's just gonna move along then to the other side of the hall to try and find the...
That had a walk-in tub.
Ooh.
Ooh.
But yeah, no, he's just gonna move along to the other side then.
Okay. That would be another stealth roll.
That's a nat 20 plus 6.
Hot damn. They don't even know
What the
it's a
fuck?
thing. So you're gonna walk on over to the left side. Where are you going?
I would say probably the end of the hall, because I assume that's probably gonna be where the master bedroom is, possibly.
Yep. So you go to the long way, and wouldn't you know it, there is a king-sized bed with a loft to it. A canopy bed. Bed is what I meant. There's a couple of there's a vanity, and there's a couple of chests and what's it called? Dressers and a giant wardrobe. Sorry, not wardrobe. Giant doors, slidey kind. There's a mirror on it. And there's another door towards the back.
Alright, are there, nightstands?
There is a nightstand to the side closest to the south wall. Not the
Let's
one
have a
to
look
the
at
door.
that first, then.
Investigation.
Oh shit, that one's not as good. That's another 8.
Right, you go over there. There's a lamp. You open up the drawer. Book with some reading glasses and a condom.
Nice.
There would
Alright.
have been more, but you didn't roll high enough.
Nice. Alright, let's see. Ooh, you know what? Let's check under the pillows and under the mattress.
Investigation. Pretty much, Mercer. Pretty much.
Okay, that one's a dirty 20. What the fuck, Luciano?
There is nothing under the pillows, and under the mattress you see that they don't really tuck their sheets very well, but there's an attempt. You're guessing that the last one was probably them trying to do it instead of a servant, but hey, at least they tried.
Oh my gosh. Alrighty, let's go for the, sliding door.
Okay, you open it up, and it's just lined with clothes, dresses, and nice blouses, skirts, pants, shoes. There's a whole rack for shoes, one for purses and hats and scarves. It's It's a walk-in closet of somebody who's got money and happens to be really, really feminine.
All right. I'm going to look and see if there's any sort of specifically any like hidden drawers or something that's a little less out in the open.
Go ahead and investigation.
13.
Okay. You're looking around and you don't really see anything out of place, just a shit ton of shoes. You're actually surprised that someone who lives here would need that many.
Totally jealous.
Sure, I mean, I don't even know if the size is right. Depends. She's got a very small foot. Anyways,
Well, no, just at the amount of clothing. Just jealous at the amount of nice clothing.
it's very nice. You did find one thing hidden. That was a very, very nice bag. Like, it's got some gems on it. It was probably only used once or twice at a ball or something. She keeps it way high up so that nobody can get it.
Can I look inside it?
Sure, that would be investigation.
14.
Inside, you see that it's got 2 pockets. And when you look in those pockets, she kind of like forgot a couple silver were in there. So that's about it.
All right, I'm just gonna leave that, put that back where it was, and I'm gonna take a look at those chests, I guess.
Okay. So the chests, when you open them up, have clothes. Roll investigation.
Fucking 6.
Okay. Um, they do have clothes. You look at that and say, hey,
Clothes.
more clothes. You walk away.
Alrighty. Am I missing anything?
There's a vanity and a dresser.
Alright, let's do those.
Investigation on the vanity.
18.
Okay. When you look inside, there is like a little bit of makeup, just cursory things like foundation and powder and lipstick. Nothing too fancy. You see that in a couple of drawers there's also some things like oof, my back hurts, I'm sorry. You see some things like beauty products, just, easy ones. There's some sunscreen as well, and hairpins. Well, that's not all her makeup collection. It's just some very basic ones. Because that's not all of it.
No, but still, she could have more.
She might. And in the side, you also see some very basic jewelry. Probably something you just walk around with, And for the dresser, you can make a investigation while I continue to tell you about how disappointing this vanity is.
Are you 22?
Oh, okay. All right. Now we're getting
That was a
somewhere.
fucking net 20.
Finally. So you open it up, and it's men's drawers. It's pretty much Adelo's clothes. He only needs a dresser. When you get around towards the bottom, you notice that the clothes get a little bit more plain. And then you see that he's got in there some padded like armor. You can assume that he has more armor from the way this is because there are grooves in the padding, and there is some pieces sewn into the actual fabric. There's also what do you call it? D-rings. There's also D-rings sewn into parts of the chest, which you can assume is where the plate would be held on. And he also has a beautiful shirt tucked in there. And we're talking about he tried to hide it underneath some other stuff. And but next to the shirt is a cloak and another pair of pants. And these are all beautiful ivory, and there's gold in it. You can see there's like really feathery patterns to it. And you recognize it as something very similar to those tapestries that you saw earlier.
Interesting.
And that's it.
Alright, are there any other doors on this side of the hall?
There's no other doors, but there was another door in there.
Oh, that's right, yes.
Yeah.
Which I'm guessing is probably the master bathroom, but let's take a peek.
It is the master bathroom. Now this has a bathtub and a shower.
I guess I'll just do a sort of glance around, see if there's anything worth note.
Investigation?
21.
Shit. Okay, that's a real nice fucking shower curtain. Like, we're talking nice, okay? And on the inside of that, the whole, like, bathtub shower thing, it's, like, got feet and everything, and you can just walk in there. It's beautiful. It's goddamn gorgeous. The porcelain throne, if you will, might as well be an actual throne. It's very decked out. And when you get to the actual sink and stuff, that is where you find all the good shit for her makeup and hair collection. You didn't even know some of these colors existed. That's how like extensive it is. And
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it is. And then there's Adelo's shaver and toothbrush, and he's very plain.
But nothing significant per se.
No. She's got a lot of nice makeup though.
And Luciano is totally jealous, makes a note of every nice thing he's seen in this house, and tucks that in the back of his head for later. Yeah, no, I guess we'll get going then. See, are they still, doing whatever? Or are we going to meet up with everyone? Or let me rephrase. Are they still looking into what happened? Or are we pretty much out of time with that?
Pretty much out of time. Now, there we go. You've explored enough.
Yeah, I assume. Ooh. Tower?
Don't meta.
I'm not metaing per se. I'm just saying, is that somewhere where he could have seen it?
Nope.
Okie doke. That's neat.
Some of these doors exist and some don't, too. Like, I've changed my mind on the doors.
Yeah, that's fair. I was just like, oh, hey.
Yeah, you found the storage, but
That's true.
y'all don't look at the right side. Y'all were, or sorry, left side. Y'all were like right forever, and I'm like, okay, was ever.
To be fair, I did look at the left. I just apparently didn't see that particular thing.
Yeah, you're just like, I'm gonna go for the door, and I'm like, okay.
And then I said, "Are there any other doors?" Which you said no.
Yep, because you didn't see the door.
I didn't roll perception to see if I saw anything.
Bingo.
Should I?
Don't meta.
Well, not metaing. I just meant
Should
I
you have?
asked
Yes.
You didn't tell me to.
You didn't wanna.
I said, "Are there any other doors?"
What I'm saying is that you asked if there are any other doors. The answer is yes. However, it's a hidden door. I'm not going to say yes, there's more, and have you look for a hidden door. That's how hidden it is. It's not supposed to be found.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, okay, I see what you mean now. I should have thought to look around more, perhaps.
That's what I meant.
All right. Yes, no, I see what you're saying now.
Okay, so Maya, you got kicked out of that room. Just straight up, you got kicked out. Mercer, what were you doing?
Going to hang out with Helio, I suppose, after finding the easily accessible window.
Okay. Are you two gonna talk while they go do whatever the fuck they want her to do?
I mean, if Helio wants to start conversation, sure, but it's more just be idle comments of.
I can't think of anything in particular he'd want to say right now.
Okay, so I think it's supposed to be idle comments of, wow, I hope they don't get themselves in massive trouble, or something like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then that black card, it's like, the gang gets in massive trouble. So, Maya and Luciano, you get kicked out, not like maliciously, but more like we need to figure out what went down right now. You guys need to leave so that we can do that.
Of course. Where are the master and mistress of the house?
They are being taken care of. Don't worry. We have procedures for this mess. Please, leave us so we may figure all this out.
Of course, of course. I'm
Question.
glad to know they're all right.
They saw the scar on his neck, right?
No.
Helio's the only person that saw it.
Oh, his Helio mentioned it.
I mean, you didn't really have that much time to.
Fair. Alright, never mind. There's nothing I can really do if Maya doesn't know about the scar.
Okay. So, that is all we are doing because you guys got kicked the fuck out.
Okay, so
We definitely got a lot of leads, though.
Maya wants to explore the cemetery area.
That would be an adventure.
Well, we also, you weren't there for that, but we did learn that those people who came through town were sick, and they were taken care of by a healer who is a druid that lives in town and has a flower shop.
So
another person we can
Maya
visit.
was there. I was not there. I was feeding horses.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So Maya knows this.
Yes.
Yes.
Maya wants to go look for the flowers in the fucking cemetery.
Okay. So you guys are going to return to the inn?
What time about is it?
I'd say it's around 6 o'clock.
We've
That
got
was a
like
long lunch.
40 minutes left. We could go to the cemetery again.
I mean, we can leave off the session here. That's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we can do that.
Because it's about 6 o'clock there because you guys took lunch maybe 2-ish.
Ah, yes, okay.
Yep. So you can assume that because you were making small talk with the Lord and Lady, that took about roughly 1.5 to 2 hours. Then after that, that fiasco, holy shit, that's going to take some time.
Sorry. I'm creative, but I'm dumb.
No,
Well,
no.
we learned some stuff.
Yeah, you guys got a lot of information and a map.
And a what?
A map.
A map,
Ah, yeah.
a map, a map. Map!
Plus the fact that they stopped buying garlic bread and wine is a pretty big hint.
Can you repeat that?
The fact that they stopped buying garlic bread and wine is a pretty big hint.
Vampires!
Let me roll the mercy die. Alright. So, I will tell you guys, that you can... the not buying wine falls in line with the winery that says they're not buying it anymore. The garlic bread was a Jello-liked garlic bread. And you could tell that they gave you so much food and so nice food because they had to get rid of it and didn't want to throw it out.
Interesting.
So I gave you some information that way. Happy?
Very.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, don't say I didn't help you out there.
You're doing great, Sam.
Well, thank you. Are you guys at least having fun?
Hell yeah.
I'm really
Definitely.
enjoying this. This is interesting.
Okay. Last one I did with this particular setup, they ended up not liking it because they were hack and slash people, so I was like, okay. So I'm glad you like it this way.
Gosh, I love it. I love the mystery.
I'm more of an RP person, so sorry.
No, it's good.
See, I love mysteries, but I'm also a dumbass.
That's what makes it even better in D&D because like things can go bad and you're like, okay, fighting it is. So, that being said, we're going to stop it here because we have 30 minutes and the next areas you guys would go to from here would take a little bit of time to go through.
That's totally fair. We can just end early or putz around in the RP.
Yeah, you guys can go to town in the RP if you want to end the day here. You know what I'm saying?
That's, up to everyone else.
I'm good with whatever.
Because in game it's about 6 p.m. because you guys took forever and a half to get through there, but that's not
Sorry.
no, that's not a bad thing. That's how that went, you know? You got good information out of there. That's one of the things that you should be considering as a group of explorers, adventurers, essentially. Especially given the information and how you guys were summoned here. So that, what you're doing is a good thing. It's a matter of that in-game took forever. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so it's just at this point deciding whether we want to follow up on this information later in the day in-game, or if we want to end the game day.
Yes, if you want to end the in-game day here.
What do you think, guys?
Well, I mean, would the florist even be open at this time? Because that's one of the leads we have, so if the shop isn't open, there's really no
6
point.
p.m. The flower shop. It'd be open for another hour.
So that is a potential thing. So I would say let's not end the day then, just because there's plenty of time to do other things, especially like if we did go to, say, the graveyard or whatever, there's plenty to do there at night.
Okay, if you're going to the flower shop, we can probably do that in 30 minutes. And then,
All right, let's do it.
Okay. And then you can officially end the day afterwards, is that?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So you guys head over to the magic shop. Or not magic shop, florist shop. Magic shop's different, sorry.
Flowers are magical.
Flowers are very magic, just like friendship. So you would go essentially to the high class one, so that would be directly, almost immediately in the market row. It's one of the very few open areas, and it's right next to the Star Lounge. Sorry, not the Star Lounge, the Cloth Butterfly. With that weird ass half elf person. So you walk in, and
His name is Alphonse.
Alphonse. It's weird though. What was her name? Shit. Earthroot. Where the fuck is her? Madison Earthroot. That was her name, right? So you walk in, and there's this very short girl. Oops. There's this very short girl, and she, at first you're thinking, oh, well, she must be some kind of dwarf or whatever, and it's like, no, when she walks around the corner, she is a very old woman who is hunched over, and she was very short. She has long gray hair that hangs in front of her eyes and down like around her eyes or her face and down like maybe half her body. She looks at all of y'all. Hello, dearie.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, just a moment though. It's your guys are going to the florist.
Shouldn't take long.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello, dearies. Can I interest you in one of our nice bouquets? And her old hand is shaking, and she points over to a wildflower arrangement, and then another one with lilies, and another one with other assorted flowers, daisies.
Helia's obviously going to ask if she has heliotropes.
Heliotropes. Oh, yes. And you can see she's got her little cane, right? She's got a little cane. She's, walking and walking. And there's one in a section with these beautiful grasses and such. And she picks up a little pot. There's a single flower in it. Yes, here you go. It's quite beautiful with your... And she looks up at him, still kind of shaking with her hands together. Your coloring.
He's going to say, I'd hope so. This is my favorite.
Good eye. They're quite beautiful.
Ah, yes, madam, if you could help me. I have a date this evening and I need a bouquet.
A bouquet, you say? Yeah, I got one. Boy or girl?
A lovely lady. Do help me pick something that would most show my affection for such a lovely lady.
Yeah,
He's getting pegged tonight.
Oh, okay. I know how that was. It's just yesterday I took Mr. Jenkins out, and it was such a ooh.
I'm an idiot who forgot what Reese's character's name was.
That's okay because they may as well be close enough. All my characters are like that.
Yeah, seriously. Hey, you okay? Hey, and then she goes over to a really nice one, wrapped around with a little bow on it, and it's a couple of lovely roses with a strange option of a tulip in there, but it makes it good. It makes it perfect. Yeah, okay, here you go. And that one's special. It'll be a gold for that one. And for the heliotropes, I like you. That'll be... Oh, wait. Oh, that one's supposed to be 6 gold. I'll give it to you for 5.
Gold, you said?
Gold.
You're cutting out a little bit.
Sorry. Gold.
Then he will pay her, and thank you so much. This is absolutely perfect. And I hear you are also a healer?
That I am. I'm the local healer.
What a skilled woman you are. Yes, I heard you had taken care of those other travelers who came through, and I heard you patch them right up.
Oh, yes, I did. I patched them, and let me tell you, that was one of the trickiest cases I've ever had. It's, I couldn't really place the disease at first, but I know what it was. They were lacking the old hemoglobin.
Interesting. So they had some sort of blood issue then.
I'm gonna stop a second. Taylor, did you hear any of that? Or yeah, can I hear him? Is he saying anything?
No.
Me?
Okay, there you go. Did you hear any of that? Cause I didn't see it in the.
No, I didn't because I was switching my internet and I had to leave the call and come back.
Oh, okay. Because I really like how I said this. Yeah, I'll give it to you for 1 gold. Oh, and you, the one with the flower. It's originally 6 gold, but I'll give it to you for 5.
That sounds wonderful. And he reaches into his pocket and gives her the coin.
Yeah, thank you. Got a good eye on that one. It's like it was made for you. But yeah, that was one of my toughest cases, and they're missing the old hemoglobin.
The old what?
The old hemoglobin! And then she bonks you with a cane.
He's gonna like rub the spot she hit and says, "Oh, all right."
Hemoglobin, boy. Hemoglobin.
Are you using it to grow these flowers?
No, them folk that came around, that was their disease. They didn't have any.
I had asked about the strangers that came through.
Okay, I didn't hear that part, so
I
I
thought so.
Oh, I thought
honestly,
you
it's
did.
kind of
So
funnier for honestly, it's kind of funnier for him to ask that anyway.
Yeah, no, that's so good.
it's great. She just kind of holds her cane and up in the air, and then she just kind of hobbles back to little her little counter. The counter is small enough for her, by the way, like legit.
I hope no one else in town got sick.
There. No one else in town. A couple of folks got under the weather, but good old tea and a good what do you call it? Not a sandwich, but you put it in the water. The soup! The soup! You give it a little bit of soup in the tea and they're all good. I really like using this voice.
It's very good.
I love this voice. Ah. Okay, are you gonna like?
Whoops.
Are you gonna say something?
Yeah, sorry, no, I was adding that to memorable quotes.
Oh, hold on. Not a sandwich, but you put it in the water. The soup!
That was so good. So so that's good. No one else in town seemed to have caught this strange illness.
Not the hemoglobin. I got sick. I think it was a flu gone spread around. Maybe a cold. You gotta catch a cold. They got all fever, and then they got all weak. And I tell them, get the tea, put the tea and the soup. I use these leaves over here with the lavender and the mint and. She just kind of starts picking out different leaves. Alright, see ya. We're just about done.
Yeah. Hmm. My brain's dying.
Yeah.
I think all of us are, honestly.
Yeah, you think I was making up the whole, it's the sandwich thing. No, I legitimately forgot what I was talking about.
It worked.
Because I'm
Very
the
much
old
worked.
lady.
So but you were able to heal those people then. They got better?
Oh, yeah, they got better. Right as rain.
Did they mention how they got sick in the first place?
No. I'm, actually. And she just kind of taps her lip a second. You guys can't see her eyes, but you can see like the bottom part of her face sticking out through her hair. Here, let's see. They were in the general goods, and then there was the inn. Not the Golden Beak, but the other one. And let's see. The stable boy, he got sick, and the one with, what is his name? He's just a swell fella. He come in here and he's got a wonderful little sweetheart, he does. And, Dorian, that's who that was, yes.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Yeah, I did. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's great. I love it.
Yeah, you can't. Well, when you're doing old lady, it's hard not to do Southern as well.
It's hard not to do Southern. I say, my mama say. Anyways.
I mean, I did literally the same thing for Ziggy, so
It's true.
trust me, I know.
I had to, like, stop myself and be like, oh, his sweetheart, yeah.
Okay. So that's good information to know.
Yes. Are you gonna buy more of my flowers?
Oh, this is lovely, thank you. I had just wondered about that, but good to hear that everyone turned out all right. You sound like a very capable healer.
Well, yeah, I've been in this profession for a long time.
Mercer actually does want to buy some flowers, but first, he's gonna be like looking through a few of them. They just turn to the shop and be like, "Do you by any chance can you ship these to the city, perhaps?"
To the city? Why, of course I can. You say that like an old woman can't. Which one do you want?
So at that question, he's going to look just a little touch embarrassed before he's going to go over and like whisper the name to her, and then also be like, tell her what's her flowers he wants shipped there. It's he wants carnation shipped there, the city.
She, after hearing, like, everything, and, she gets the flowers and brings it up to the desk. Well, given that, this is going to the city, it's going to be a little more expensive. Let's say, 7 gold sound okay?
That's fine. Yeah, that's good.
What color carnation?
I mean, hang on, looking up flower colors.
Well, 7 gold it is. And she writes down a little card, and then she whistles, and a raven out of fucking nowhere comes flying over, from an upstairs kind of
Here you go,
place.
Mercer.
Ooh.
Oh, thank you.
So, this raven from upstairs kind of comes out of nowhere and lands on the table. Miranda, it was Miranda, right? Let me double check. Because there's Melissa and Miranda, and I'm getting them fucking confused.
Okay, so the carnations are just going to be like
Madison.
a really rich pink.
Okay.
And if out of character, if you want to know why, well, if you want to know who these are for, I'll tell you if you want to know.
DM that to me because it might be important later. And the color and the reasoning. So this raven comes out of nowhere, and Madison, I don't know why I'm thinking her name's Miranda or Melissa. Anyways, Madison Earthroot. She talks to this raven in a weird, like, clicky color. Oh, the tulip is whatever color you want it to be. Roses are red, the tulip is whatever color, I don't know. She's a crazy old lady and put a tulip in a rose thing, okay? Sure. And the raven hops around, and suddenly, Madison waves her hands, and suddenly the beautiful arrangement is now seeds. And so she gives the pot with the seeds in it to the raven, and the raven leaves, and it looks like it's having no problem at all. And the card, of course. So the shipment of flowers is on its way.
Cool beans.
Oh, thank you all for stopping by. And if you want flowers, I'll be here all the time. And if you broke your arm, I'll be here too.
Thank you very much.
Of course, of course. And then you guys leave and return to your thingy.
What?
Oh, sorry. You guys are returning to the inn.
Actually, if we're gonna end out the day, Luciano has a date to go on.
Yes, you're going to go on your date with Jessica. But, yeah, by this time, it's around 7 o'clock. So, you might want to go with your date with Jessica, and everybody else is going to go to bed, right?
Eventually.
Yeah, eventually, but we're ending the day and the session.
Heck yeah!
So, alright, ladies and gents that were watching this train wreck of a session, we are going to see you next Monday. Have a great night.